Hello. So, in today's lesson, we're gonna start off by a couple of warm up. So, it's been a while since we both played the trumpet, and when we're coming back after a long period of resting, it's important that we don't force anything because bad habits form when we are trying to force our muscles to do things that aren't the way they're supposed to be, and that occurs most often when we're coming after a break. So it's important that we take these longer warm-up sessions so that our muscles can have time readjusting or relearning the muscle memory. So first we're gonna play a low C. We're gonna breathe in deeply and just try to match my pitch. Don't think about anything, and it's okay if no sound comes out. Just keep your air going and let your lips vibrate so that sound will eventually come out. Okay. Nice. Now this time what we're gonna do is, I forgot to tell you this, but when we're actually doing this, I don't want you to articulate at all. So it's gonna sound something like normally, because you don't want your tongue to articulate for you. Because this is a warm-up exercise, I just want you to just go like just let your lips find the pitch instead of articulating. So you're going a little flat now. So what you want to do is you want to think up, think faster air, try to match my pitch. Oh, and one more thing. When you're playing faster air, remember to keep your shoulders back and relax, your body all loosened up. You don't want to tense up. And take a deep breath. Once you find the pitch, just don't change anything. Just keep the air going forward. Nice, it's getting better. So now we're gonna add the tongue, the articulation we learned last time. So that ta feeling, ta. It's gonna, the articulation is gonna get your response, the note respond faster. So it's gonna help. Together. So, okay. Do you know what the first thing that trumpet players lose when they don't play for a while? It's not actually like your range. It's actually the response. The first thing that your muscle forgets how to do is the response, the tonguing, the articulation. And it's because the muscles that we use to play the trumpet, we rarely ever use these muscles in our everyday lives. Like when we're talking, we don't ever really think about like tightening the corners of our mouths or using the tongue to articulate something. So these muscles, it's like similar to a workout. When you work out for a long period of time, but then you stop for like half a year, then all that muscle goes away, right? It's the same thing with playing the trumpet. So we're gonna practice something. We're gonna say ta,
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 ta.
ta.
You feel how the tongue is held up against the back of the teeth, but when you say ta, it releases. It's the same thing, except when you're playing and when you have your embouchure set, your lips are together, and when it vibrates, the tongue's gonna help the lips vibrate. The tongue isn't the factor that makes the lips vibrate, but I just happen to find the tongue more helpful when getting a response. So this time, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start without tongue, and we're gonna go fa. And once we find the pitch, we're gonna eventually find the pitch. Once we find it, we're gonna go fa ta ta ta. So once we find the pitch, we're just gonna add the tongue, but we're not gonna stop the air. The air is like a stream of like a laser pointer. It just goes forward, and the tongue is just there to touch every once in a while. Okay. So I'm gonna give you a demonstration. ta, 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 ta. Alright? It's okay. Don't get frustrated. It's okay. Okay. So once we find the pitch, the 4 beats is gonna be. I'm gonna tap my legs. When I start tapping my leg, we're gonna do 4 beats of playing, and we're gonna tap. It's okay. You just have to take some time. Don't force anything. Keep your shoulders back and relaxed. Don't tense up. And remember to breathe from the bottom of your stomach, like we practiced last time. Take a deep breath. Fill your tank up from down here, and then let that air just go through the horn. Nice. It's already getting better. So this time I want you to try on your own. Without the tonguing, I just want you to play the C long. And once we can get a comfortable low C, then we'll add the articulation. I'm just going to watch you play. That's the right thing. It's just a little low. It's just a little flat. Okay, so this is what I'm noticing. When you're playing, the start of the note is good. But then the problem is you use the minimal amount of airstream that's needed to hit the note. So that's why it's always flat. So what you want to do is, if the pitch is here, you want to aim for something. So if the note range is this much, because even if you're playing a C, the C can be sharp and flat, right? You want to feel the resistance of the trumpet, because you feel the resistance up against your lips, right? You want to make sure that you're playing to the higher end of the note, because it's always better to be slightly more sharp than flat, if anything. You want to be right at the middle of the note, but it's easier to hit the middle of the note if you aim for something slightly higher. Okay, so this time when you're playing, think about not tensing up, because I see you shaking a little bit, and that's just because your muscles haven't been used for a while, and that's completely normal. But just always think fast air and air going forward. Nice. That was already better. It's still a little flat. This time I'm gonna play with you. Try to match my pitch and think higher air. Not higher air, higher airspeed, but forward. So think of playing the trumpet as if play to the back of the horn. So don't play up close, but play to the back of the horn and far away. Think your sound has to travel like 100 meters forward. Nice. Remember this feeling. And play on your own this time. Just remember this feeling. It's okay. Do you need a glass of water? Oh, this time it's too high. You're trying to hit the G, so it's good. But now you have to adjust it a little bit. Think of the pitch in your head. Clearly sing the note in your head as you're playing. Little higher, little higher. Nice. That was good. Do you feel your lips tingling at all a little bit? That happens a lot when you come back from a long break. You feel your lips tingle. It's your muscles readjusting to where they were before. So this time we're gonna play. We're gonna do the breathing exercise along with the trumpet. It's gonna help with our airstream. So we're gonna breathe in for 4, let out for 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. All that I guess like gargling or that sound comes when your lip isn't vibrating well. Like there's something else going on. But it's okay.
We must look upon the one who came to us, Redeemer who came down to save us. Jesus knows the hurt we feel inside our broken hearts. Close to us, our beloved Savior shares our